Welcome, race fans. We are back this week with the Laura Xfinity Series here at Road America tonight. They're going to be doing 25 laps here. Stage caution is lap number 10. I do have Taylor Benjamin in the booth with me here, so welcome, Taylor. Good to have you back, brother.
Yeah, good to be back here, Rudy. Quite a good turnout, actually, for a road course event. 18 drivers, it appears, right now that are in the session, and right now Daniel Falkingham's looking like the man to beat so far.
Yeah, he's really right on it right now. Looking at Charles Grant's time, he is 2 seconds slower in second place there. That's unbelievable amount of time right there. So 2 seconds. He'll drift back quite a bit. So Falkingham, I think it's safe to say he's been doing a little practice and getting ready for tonight.
Yep, and of course Daniel comes in as the point leader after his third place run last week at Martinsville. And Charles Grant Jr., after missing Martinsville last week, he and Daniel Smallwood and Zach Lindgren and Cody Miller find themselves outside of the cutoff line entering this race.
Right. So yeah, we got to look at Falkingham. Falkingham is our points leader. Hunter Johnson only 1 point behind him in second. Aaron Smith in third. He is 4 points back. Elijah Gracia in fifth. They're advancing it, and I'm not ready. So, but anyhow, Sean Williams in seventh. Joseph Lombard eighth. Brett Pancari ninth. Noah Lewis 10th. Charles Grant Jr. dropped clear to 11th. Daniel Smallwood 12th. Cody Miller 13th, and Zach Lindgren 14th. Why did he not let me? Let me know he was advancing it. Well, I guess we're going to qualifying, folks. He was going to let me know, but he didn't let me know. So I guess no national anthem today.
Among the stronger, one of the pro guys in here that we haven't seen all season, Michael Fenlison, number 47, has joined this field today.
No, they never do let me know. I'm always the last one to know, and I should be the first one to know. Not the last, the first one. I am the broadcaster. I should know before even Joseph knows. You know? I should know, oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, they're going to advance it. And then he said, hey, I think I'll advance it. I should know way before anybody even knows. You know, I mean, but, oh well. We'll get through it. So just waiting for qualifying times to come in here, folks.
Guys have 10 minutes, unlike the normal 5 minutes for most oval series.
Right.
Of course, very easy to have an off track on one of these qualifying laps.
Right. Well, folks, don't forget to tune in later tonight for the DJ Hair, or I'm sorry. What? No, that ain't right. I didn't have that right. What the heck? How did I not have that right? Oh, because, okay, there's only one. Yeah, this is the only broadcast tonight. I'm sorry, my bad. We do have another one coming up right after this, so it's a benefit race for Scott Kolovic. It would be from the KMA Racing League. I don't know if some of you may be familiar with KMA, but apparently Scott Kolovic had bypass surgery, and they are having a benefit race for him. So pretty cool. Yeah. We'll be covering it here not long after this race is over. I'll be going live with that. So we'll be right back up here live.
That's very nice. I really enjoy how most of these iRacing, I mean, there's, what, 60,000 people on iRacing, but it seems like one big happy family when
Oh
we
yeah.
have these special events.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight community when somebody is, you know, down on their luck or sick, or, you know, somebody had passed away or something. The community does rally together and support that. So pretty cool.
Recently, Donald Sadusky just recently lost his son Tyler to believe cancer, and made a really heartfelt speech in one of his official races recently. And of course, yep. Donald, if you're watching this broadcast, we're here for you, bud.
Well, I think that was a while ago that he lost him, because I remember the last benefit race I did that was, I believe it was for Donald Sadusky. That was, gosh, about 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. All right, we're still waiting for the first qualifying times to come in here, folks. And we've got quite a few guys out on the track. Only about 3 of them, 4 of them maybe, not on the track right now. So Elijah Gracia, Luke Lafaro, Josh Peterson, and Anthony Emery not on the track. Well, Anthony's rolling out now, so that only leaves 3 of them that are not on the track. At least making an attempt, you know.
Right, and not shockingly, at least so far, Daniel Falkingham on the pole.
Yep. Backing up that practice time.
Yep, of course it takes so long to get around this racetrack. This track is more than 4 miles long.
Yeah. Yep, 4 miles.
14 very difficult corners.
No cautions here tonight, other than the stage caution. So, because it's local cautions only. So, but they will have a stage caution on lap 10.
And of course the pit stop that follows it could be a very big event maker in this race. Scott List Rambler ended up moves into second on the board.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rambler's going to be one that's going to put Daniel Falkingham down. If anybody can do it, it's going to be Scott Rambler, because he is excellent at road courses.
Yes, he is.
Excellent. A lot better than he is at ovals. And he's the one that told me that. I did not make that up. I did not say it. He's the one that told me that.
Yeah, right, straight from the horse's mouth.
Yep. I'm not like talking smack about the guy or anything. He's the one that told me that. He said, I am a lot better at road courses than I am at ovals. I think he even said that on the stream one night when I interviewed him. Michael Fennelson, you said he's a new pro driver?
Yeah, just recently got his pro license after doing well enough in Road to Pro.
Awesome. Well, it'll be interesting to see how he does out here at Road America tonight.
I think he got an off track on his first lap.
Whoops.
So he's on lap 2, heading down into... Excuse me, he's heading down into 5. Oh, he's off the track again, so he's going to be starting back.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of guys, they don't like to qualify, because you're going to get off tracks. You know, I mean, it's so difficult to not get an off track and get a, you know, that against you. And if you can't, you know, wow, Aaron Smith.
Based on Hunter Johnson just made a comment here in the text chat. He had an off track his first lap, and he's pretty disappointed with himself about it, it looks like.
Yeah, because Hunter's no slouch of a racer. I mean, I'm not sure if he's maybe not that great at road courses, but, you know, this kind of throws a mix into the things a little bit, and you know, gives the guys that maybe have a little bit better road course talent to try to make up some points over the guys with the oval talent. Also,
what I consider, I mean, this is kind of this is why it doesn't surprise me how Daniel Falkingham's on the pole about because of how great he ran at Martinsville. I considered some road course or some short track aces, you'd say, not to be not too shabby on road courses. I mean, think about in real life, AJ Allmendinger. We know how good he is on road courses, and he's also got, I think, 2 or 3 runner-up finishes at Martinsville. So they kind of go hand in hand based on how you got to apply the brakes and so on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it looks like Falkingham is going to hold on to the lead, or to the pole, I should say, by almost a full second.
Yeah, he picked up about more than 6/10 on that second lap.
Yeah, 0.948. So I mean, he's just shy of a full second there. Oh, Aaron Smith, you got some serious airtime on that one.
And he's quite a character, as we've seen. We got about 30 seconds left before a grid will start. And right now, 11 drivers have gotten in a time.
Oh, that's my alarm.
Like a lot of notables starting in the back half of the field, including Cody Miller, Hunter Johnson, Michael Finlayson.
All right, run down through the starting grid here. All right, Daniel Falkingham does take the pole with a 2-minute 8.068 second lap. Nice lap. Scott Rambler, very good at road courses. We're going to have to keep an eye on him and see if he can, if Daniel Falkingham can hold him off. We'll have to see how that works out. But Scott will finish, or start in second. Charles Grant Jr. was our points leader up to last week. He did not show up, and he lost that point lead. So, and I'm not sure he's just on the edge of possibly not making it into the top 8. So. He's in that cutoff position. He will start third. Aaron Smith fourth. Dylan Alt in fifth. Alec Daffin starts sixth. Justin Lisenby seventh. Tony Hilbrand's eighth. Joseph Lombard ninth. And Jordan Corrin will start 10th. Go ahead there, Taylor.
And the second half of the field, Sean Williams in 11th. Last driver to get into time. Followed by Anthony Emery in 12th. Michael Finlayson 13th, Hunter Johnson 14th, Elijah Gracia starting 15th, Cody Miller 16th, Max Neuwirth 17th, Noah Lewis 18th, and in the final row, Luke LaFaro and Josh Patterson. Although I believe Josh Patterson might have had some internet connection issues, and I do not see him.
Yep, I don't see him on the grid yet either. No. So Falkingham taking the pole, man. That's pretty awesome. All right, here they go, rolling out.
Of all the places where practice makes perfect, I would have to say that, well, not just Road America, but any road course would certainly come into play.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, since they got 4 miles to go around here, let's see if we can get a word in with somebody here. I'm going to drag them up here. Let's talk to Aaron Smith for a minute. Aaron, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Aaron, what's the plan here tonight? I mean, you're going to be starting in the 3rd position. What do you got for them guys up front?
I don't know yet. Haven't had that much practice out here, but my main plan right now is to survive and make it to the end.
You didn't have much practice, but you had a lot of time practicing the airborne stuff.
Oh, y'all saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never miss it.
That's right. All right. Well, so what kind of a run do you think you'll have here tonight? You think you'll maybe pull out a podium finish, or what do you think?
Certainly possible, but I haven't really tested anything in terms of long run speed, so it'll come to us over the course of the race.
How do you think a tire wear will be? Because now you're not just turning left; you're turning right and left.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. I saw a lot of wear from the first lap to the second lap in qualifying, so should be pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, well, we'll let you go. Stay focused on that, Aaron, and hope to see you on the podium.
10-4, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, very good.
Not sure if we covered this or not, but track temperature is within the 89, 90 degree range as well.
Mm-hmm. There'll be lots of grip out there for the guys then.
Of course, Aaron comes into this race third in points, and like he said, he just needs a solid run. Make it into the next round after next week at Darlington.
That'll be a barn burner there, Darlington. That's always a tough, interesting track. So,
if it's as entertaining as the Norg race earlier this year was, then yeah, that's going to be quite the show. Down through the Kettle Bottom straightaway.
Oh, you and all them names.
Yeah. Fortunately, I got a track map.
Yep.
Loaded on my computer as they're coming into Canada corner right here. This is going to be this might be Calamity corner, quite frankly, because that's a really fast portion of the track, and having to downshift pretty heavily and brake pretty heavily through that section. And I have a feeling we might see someone get stuck in that sand trap.
Oh boy.
Obviously not stuck, but and someone end up spinning down through there. Well, here they come through turn 14, up the hill, and we're going to get the green flag.
All right. Pace cars about to head to pit road. There it goes. Daniel Falkingham waiting for the green flag. A little ways till they get the green flag here. And there it is. Green is underway here, folks.
Gotta really watch as we see Aaron Smith drop to the inside as Charles Grant didn't get the best of starts. And now Aaron Smith, he's going to attack Scott Ramler for a second as they dive into turn 1 for the first time. Ramler fights him off.
Good job by them guys. I'm telling you, way to get through turn 1. Turn 1. Because sometimes that can be pretty hairy because everybody's going in there full speed. We got one off the corner. Oh, Dylan Alt.
Dylan Alt.
Yep. Spun off and hit the inside wall pretty hard. So he's going to go to the back of the pack now with heavy damage on the nose of that car. And they have no resets here tonight.
And no full course cautions, of course, except for the stage caution. So making it through turn 8 okay.
Ramler not too far behind Falkingham. Falkingham's got a chance here to really show his muscle here tonight and show his talent on road courses, but Scott Rambler's going to make him earn it. I'm going to tell you that.
Yep, he sure is. And this carousel here, it takes so much discipline because you want to get back in the throttle really quick, but you just kind of got to let it linger a little bit and just kind of wait on it.
This is
Look how hard. You can see how hard Falkingham's working inside that car.
Oh, you bet, man. He is just sawing on that wheel right now, trying to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes, too. Off the track a little bit there, onto the rumble strips. He's okay. Using every bit of that racing surface that he can possibly use, but he wants to come around here and lead that first lap and get that bonus point.
14 turns down, only about, I do the math on this one.
A bunch.
A lot more to go.
Yep, a lot more turns to go. And Falkingham does collect the bonus point, leading the first lap. And about 3/4 of a second ahead of Scott Rambler. Aaron Smith sitting in third. And Alec Daffin now, 4th place.
Oh, there goes Alec. Overshot turn 1. That's really treacherous part as well. Because really, you're on the brakes hard. You're downshifting.
Yep, Justin Lisenby got by. That put him into 5th now. So he's moving up a couple of positions. Charles Grant Jr. got by him, and he went back into 4th. He started 3rd today, but, man, then he's back to 4th.
How about Justin Lisenby with the Lombard Brothers Gaming sponsorship on his car this week? As Alec Daffin.
Alex going to outdrive him in the corner.
He's going to take the pass through turn 5. Dylan Auld manually disconnected after that first lap crash.
I hate that for people that, they go in here and try and practice and everything, and stuff like that happens. Joseph Lombard leading this second group. Anthony Emery. Anthony actually started in 12th place, running in 8th right now. Looking to the... Yeah, he's going to pass up Joseph Lombard easily there. Lombard just trying to take it easy.
You can see just how difficult it is to pass.
Yeah.
You really have to outbrake that driver going into the corner. Look at Michael Fenlison behind him. He's got quite a bit of front-end damage.
Had to have been some contact or something. I see that now, yeah. Or he was off the track or something, and we missed that.
I was thinking maybe he got into the back of Dylan Ault, but I think Dylan was a little further up in the field. But I wonder how that might affect that 47 car's handling.
Well, not only handling, but he's going to have to keep an eye on them temperatures,
on the temperatures,
yeah. And he's starting to stay kind of close there to Lombard, so he's not getting the air in that radiator maybe that he needs to keep that engine cool. So he's going to have to really pay attention to that, because, boy, that overheating a car, it's sometimes with the damage on the front like that, it is so hard to cool it down. Here he goes. He's looking to the outside of Lombard, and he's going to get him. Yep.
And also, as they kind of remind me, as they come down this really long front straightaway, you got to, just with that damage on the front, does he pop?
Wow, Joseph all out of shape right there.
Down the straightaway.
Wow. Sean Williams into 10th. And Cody Miller 11th. The sister Taylor Swift cars right there running 10th and 11th. Cody's got a little damage on the front too, but yeah, there's
quite as much as Fenlison.
Yeah, right.
Cody knows he's got to make up a lot of ground today, because after missing Martinsville, he's buried below the cutoff line.
Yes, he is, and he is he's already come from 16th to 11th, but still he's got a long ways to go. Back up front, Rambler still hanging on to Daniel Falkingham. Only 0.6 of a second separating them now.
And these two are pretty much matching each other for the most part. Like Rambler a little better do that carousel that time than Falkingham.
Tell you, Falkingham is right on it. I'm going to say that boy's been practicing. He's right on it. They've pulled away from Charles Grant Jr. now in 3rd, 3.5 or 3.8 seconds behind Falkingham. That's a lot. Oh, he went off track? Okay.
Yeah. Still maintaining that 4th position. Oh, actually, he's ahead of Aaron Smith, so he's...
he got by Aaron.
Get him locked to the right front up going into turn 14 that time.
Up the hill they go. You lose a little power going up that hill. I know I've experienced that many a time. Unless you're in a Gen 6 or an Indy car or something, you really kind of notice it in these Xfinity cars. You lose a little power going up that hill.
That's the worst place to run out of fuel, I must say. Remember a few years ago in the Xfinity race, I think it was wasn't it Alex Tagliani that ran out of fuel just past the pit road entrance?
Oh, really? Oh, man. Oh, that would be horrible.
Well, luckily, these guys shouldn't have to deal with that today, because based on where the stage caution is.
Yeah, they shouldn't have a fuel problem.
He's not letting Falkingham get away by any means.
Oh, no. Now he's down to half a second. I told you, Scott Rambler is going to be the guy that's going to give Daniel the hardest time out here today, I think.
I mean, just look how smooth he is going into turn 8.
Pretty amazing.
Easy on the throttle, and he's gonna maybe challenge Falkingham as they come through this carousel.
Yeah, he's getting a pretty good run here. He kind of took the corner a little different than Daniel did. Riding along with Scott Rambler right now.
The only
wheel.
The only problem with these road courses is just how, because there's so few passing zones.
Right.
Right through here, through the Canada corner. Falkingham.
Oh, they were both out of shape. Oh, you can tell Daniel's getting he's feeling the pressure right now.
Gotta wonder what that pressure is doing to Falkingham's rear tires if he keeps buzzing them like that off the corner.
No kidding. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that too awful much. Boy, that'll really affect the wear on them tires. All right, down the front stretch. Falkingham still in the lead, and he's led all 4 laps so far. We're about 6 away from the stage caution.
Boy, getting in the back of the field, it is crazy, though. Anthony Emery just disconnected.
Oh,
Hunter Johnson's got heavy rear end damage.
Max Newirth, I think he just left too. Yep. Oh, no, he's back. He's back.
Tony Hilbrand's rear end is bashed in pretty heavily.
And Michael Fennelson.
And Max Newirth is off the course.
Michael Fennelson in 7th. Sean Williams in 8th. Cody Miller 9th. And Elijah Gracia into the 10th place after starting 15th today. Running about 25 seconds behind the leader right now.
Of course, he comes in here 4th in points.
Right. Hunter Johnson, 2nd in points. Only 1 point away from Daniel Falkingham. So if Daniel can have a good race here tonight and Hunter not, that'll kind of extend that lead out just a little bit more, give Daniel a little bit more of a buffer. And he just cannot shake Scott Rambler at all, I'm telling you.
It's very impressive what these guys are doing right now. They're up 5 seconds over the rest of the field.
Daniel's like, just go away. Please, just go away.
Oh, see Scott make a little mistake right there. Got off a little off course.
It's so hard when you're following somebody like that, and it's you know, you kind of get that, I don't know, I'm sure you've probably done it yourself. You're following somebody and they get into the wall. It's like you followed them right into the wall.
Exactly. I've done it, well, way too many times for my enjoyment.
I've done it 100 times.
I've experienced that a lot. Where it's like, oh, you get a chance to pass somebody up, and then you just follow them right into the same spot.
Yep.
Because it kind of looked like that's what Scott did the last time. They're only a half-second back.
Sean Williams is one of the few cars out here that's still got his car intact. Oh, there's still quite a few, but I'm saying he's one of them. And got his teammate there, Cody Miller, right behind him. See the nose damage on Cody's car. Oh my gosh!
And Cody locks it up.
Oh, he locked it up. Yep. He went into the corner way too hot. And actually...
Oh, got a spin behind him. Is that Joseph Lombard?
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's stuck in the tire barrier.
Oh.
No, not stuck. He backs up, but he's
Let's go take a look here.
Oh, look out. That Hunter Johnson, or somebody back there, maybe Tony Hilbrand, that almost T-boned him through there. And talk about a lot of action.
Yeah, watching Joseph Lombard here right now, I think that was where he went in, was in turn 1. And it seems like everybody come down that long straightaway. You know, you come up that hill and you got a full power on. And, okay, he comes into the corner here, and this is where, yeah, he just lost it.
Yep.
Oh, and
not too much damage there to the front end, I must say.
Yeah, that's good. Good news. Yeah, well, he's got a little recovery to make now, so... Well, tire barrier kind of keeps you from getting a whole lot of damage. That's a lot softer to hit than that concrete wall.
You know? Yeah, that's for darn sure. Yeah, the only thing it really does is just kind of either get you stuck in it or just kind of whips you around really quick when you hit it, and it's really difficult to recover.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm watching Scott Ramler here. He is sizing up Falkingham right now. I mean, he has tried every corner. He's taken a look. He's just testing it to see where he might be quicker to get that run off the corner, and he's going to try to pass Falkingham here quickly. They're coming up here pretty close to the stage. Actually, this is the stage. No, I'm sorry.
About 3 more laps.
Yeah, 3 more laps. Oh, gosh, I'm all confused here. Oh, he's trying to get himself in position here.
Falkingham gained quite a lot through turn 3 that time. Had to see that little patch of fresh asphalt. Turn 3 that time. Although he gains on him going here into turn 5.
Yeah, he did pick up a little bit. Charles Grant Jr. now 7 seconds behind him. And he's got company. Aaron Smith keeping the pressure on Charles Grant Jr. They're actually back where they started. Aaron Smith started 4th, running in 4th, and Charles Grant Jr. started 3rd, running in 3rd. He actually got back by Aaron Smith to retake that 3rd position. But losing a lot of time to the leaders, I mean.
Yeah, only on a road course.
Right. Falkingham now
7 and still
almost,
be in the
top. Almost 7/10 of a second. Wow, Ramler, he is using every bit of that track to keep up.
Well, I'm watching Cody Miller back here. He's having a really hard time again. He's definitely looking for the end of that stage, or the end of this 10-lap run to get that stage caution.
Right.
He's off it again in turn 8.
And racking up the incidents.
Yeah, we saw, I think it was, wasn't it Tony Hilbrands last week that got DQ'd?
Yeah. I'm not sure how many incidents do they have on this one here. I forgot to even look. Can you look real quick?
Yeah, I forgot to look too. I know last week it was like 30 some, but I didn't think to look at see what this week was.
He may have it shut off. I'm not sure. Ramler. I'm still thinking he's going to be looking for a place here.
Right here, he pretty much matched Falkingham this time, and last time is where Falkingham really put some distance on him.
Did you look to see if there was any incident limit? I'll look.
Let me see. It looks, I believe it says no limit.
Yeah, no limit. Okay.
So a lot of guys are saying, phew, thank God.
Yeah, because, you know, it's easy to rack up 15, 17 incidents, you know. That's easy.
Yep, just for going off track.
Yep. Aaron Smith now lost a lot of ground to Charles Grant.
I just wonder what happened to him. All of a sudden, I saw he was 3 seconds behind Charles.
And Alec Daffin. Michael Fennelson still dealing with that damage on the front of his car, but he's running 6th after starting 13th. And maybe once he gets into pit there on the stage and gets some new tires and the field gets caught back up together, maybe we'll see Michael turn up the heat a little bit more here. I don't know. We'll see. That damage, I think you might be right. It could be affecting the handling of that car.
Some of these guys in the YouTube chat, guys said 4 miles of torture.
Oh, yeah, it is 4 miles of torture. You bet.
Look at Rambler, though. He was on Falkingham's bumper.
Yeah, he wants that stage win, and Daniel wants it more than anything in the world right now. He wants those 10 bonus points for winning the stage. We're going to have 3 to go here at the line. Three to go. And this has got to be the most gruelingest part of this race, you know, or wait a minute. Let's see.
Actually, 2 to go in this stage.
Well, yeah, but you got to count the last lap, so it would technically be 3, you know. 2 on a counter, but it's actually 3. They got to come around across the line.
Right.
And Scott's taking a look there, but he's running a little different line than Daniel. If he's just trying to stay in the draft there, or if he's setting him up, or if he's, you know, searching the track over for maybe where would be the best place to pass him. And boy, that would be a heartbreak for Daniel if he led all these laps, but Scott Rambler got around him on the last lap and took that stage win. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I mean, it's very well possible. Scott's going to be hungry, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you bet.
You guys are doing an excellent job. I mean, it's very easy to wheel hop into some of these tight corners.
Yeah.
Especially trying to make up car in front of you. They're pretty even through that carousel that time. Buckingham trying to break the draft a little bit, it looks like.
A Rambler looking for something here. I'm not sure. I think he's going to try to outbreak him in the corners, what it's going to come down to. Because Scott knows that time's running out here, coming to 2 to go this time by. If he's going to make a move, it's got to be now or forever hold your peace, you know. I think Scott's got the faster car. It's just figuring out a place to get around Daniel is the problem right now.
For that last lap?
What's that?
I think you might just be waiting for this lap 10 here.
Yeah. Scott was a little faster that lap, yeah.
They're coming up on Max Newworth, it looks like, a lap car. Hopefully he doesn't play a factor.
And he might. That's all part of racing, though. All part of racing. These guys know it. They got to deal with lap traffic. They got to deal with everything that's out there on the track. Whether Max, you know, he might just be a really nice guy and a good sportsman and just get the heck off the track and let him go by, but he doesn't have to do that. You know, he can stay right on the track. He's got every right to be on that track as much as they do.
Rambler.
Oh yeah. He took a look there for a second. He was going to try to outbreak him into the corner. So I'm telling you,
on the outside going into turn 7 here.
He's setting him up right now. There he goes. He's setting up Daniel right now.
Yeah, he's looking anywhere he possibly can for some free real estate.
Yep. And now the worst thing for Daniel to do right now is looking at rearview mirror. Just drive your track, hold your line, and that is all he can do right now. Don't look in that rearview mirror. That becomes intimidating. It's distracting, and
it'll make you. It'll cost you a big time because you can easily make a mistake.
Yep.
But he got through the carousel really well that time.
Yeah, you take your eyes off that track for 1 split second, and man, it could be over for you. Boy, Max is blinking like something fierce. I don't know how they're going to deal with the guy that's blinking that bad, but let's hope he gets off the track or something here and lets these guys go by. He does.
Let's see. Yeah,
he does. No, he doesn't.
No, he's still in front of him.
Well, he blinked out so bad that I thought he got off the track.
Oh boy, this could.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, here comes Scott. One last chance. Gives Buckingham the boot.
There he goes.
Turn 14.
All right, this should be the last lap.
Yellow flag is out.
And there's the caution.
There it is.
Before they get to the start-finish line, actually. So
yeah,
Daniel Buckingham will win stage 1.
Very good, very good, awesome. Congrats to him. We'll get him up here and talk to him real quick here. Man, I'm going to tell you, I bet you he's got to be sweating it right now. Yeah. Daniel Buckingham, you got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Rudy?
Well, you win the stage there, brother, but I'm going to tell you what, that guy behind you was sizing you up for about 5 laps there at the end.
Yeah, no doubt. Scott, I've raced him for quite a while now, ever since I joined the NORC series. He's a really good road racer, one of the best road racers in NORC. So,
oh, yeah.
And plus, he's just a good road racer all around. So, I mean, when you go head-to-head hit like him, and then you just got to be on your mark. You got to play some good defensive driving like I did there at the end. I made quite a few mistakes throughout that entire stage, and I let him get to me quite a few times, but I was not going to let him get by me. I wanted that elusive playoff point.
Oh, you betcha, yeah. Well, you know, we were talking about it, and I said, you know, probably the worst thing for you to do right now would be to look in that rearview mirror. Just run your line, stay focused on what you got to do, hit your marks perfectly. So just take that, disable that rearview mirror. You don't even want to look in that thing, you know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I know I want to see like where Scott is
yeah.
because I know if he's going to make a move, I need to go defend that move because
right.
And with these kind of road course races, it's key to play defensive driving almost all the time if there's a guy right behind you. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but Scott really enjoyed that battle with me and him. I mean, we just talked after the stage edit. It was awesome. Hopefully, it looked good on the broadcast. But
it did.
Yeah, hopefully it did. But hopefully this goes all the way to the end.
Well, you two got probably the most camera time of anybody out there right now because we were right on top of that the whole time. That battle was just intense as all get out, you know. So, all right. So now after the stage here, and you guys get to pit. Hopefully you can get out front there because you know if you let Scott out front, it might be a whole different story.
Yeah, I know. I want tires. The whole field wants tires, and
oh yeah,
we're gonna have to go even longer. I think like 1 or 2 laps longer. So this is gonna be a challenge for sure.
Right. All right, brother. Well, congrats again on your stage win, and good luck in the second stage.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
For what he was thinking, though, coming into turn 14 for the last time with that lap car, Max Newworth blinking in front of him.
Oh, I know it. That had to have been, man, that'd make me sweat right there. Be like, what's he doing? What is going on there, you know? Oh, man. Crazy. All right, well, congrats again to our stage winner, Daniel Falkingham. He gets 10 bonus points. That'll help him extend that lead out a little bit over Hunter Johnson. Hunter's way back in 10th. He did move up a few positions, but he's way back in 10th.
Yeah, he only got 1 stage point.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to even extend that lead out more. Now, this second half here, like he said, there's probably going to be about 2-3 laps longer on this stage, okay? So now it's saving them tires, and I guess all he can hope for right now is maybe Scott has a bad pit stop. And maybe is a few positions behind him, so he's not right there. He's got to pass somebody to get to him. That'll give him a little bit of breathing room and some laps that he can go. So he's got to be right on point here when he comes to pit road. Cannot make a mistake at all. He cannot afford it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Rudy, if Scott Ramler gets in front here on these pit stops, then it'll be extremely difficult for Falkingham to pass him back.
You bet. Yes. I mean, he would be, you know, the roles would be reversed right there, and he would be looking for a way to get around Scott if he can keep up that far, you know. So, well, we're going to see here what these guys do when they come off of pit road, see who can make it out first.
Like everybody's in. Oh, look like Falkingham a little too close to the inside wall, and he had to back up a little.
Oh, man, that's not going to be good for him. He's going to come out about, like, 3rd or something. Oh, my gosh.
Scott's going to beat him off. Charles Grant Jr. is going to beat him off. He's going to be back in 3rd.
That just hurt right there. Well, Ramler out first. Well, we got a couple of minutes here. Let's talk to Scott Ramler. I wanted to see what his point of view is here. Scott Ramler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear, Rudy.
Well, Scott, we know how awesome you are at road courses, and man, I'm going to tell you what, Daniel Falkingham just gave you a little bit of a lesson right there. But you beat him off of pit road. He made a little mistake there on pit road. You beat him off pit road. Now, and you hold off Charles Grant Jr. and Falkingham if he gets to you.
I honestly don't know where Charles has been running this race. I've mainly been so focused on Daniel and trying to get around him. I didn't even see how close he was behind me.
Oh, he was quite a ways back.
I was having too much fun with Daniel.
Yeah, he was quite a ways back. He was probably like 10 seconds behind you guys, but I mean, he had to pass some cars to get there. So, Him and Aaron Smith battled it up for quite a bit. So, but what's the car feeling like out there? Now you're going to have about a couple extra laps, not just that 10 laps. This is going to be a couple extra laps. So, what's the car feeling like after 10 laps?
Once we start going through the tire fall off stages and whatnot, right around lap 8 or 9, the rear end starts to break loose on you, more under braking and on throttle, and that's about right where I like my car, so that's why I started attacking Daniel so hard. But other than that, these things are an absolute blast to drive here. And
I know.
I was really surprised to see Daniel up here running with me like that.
Well, I think the lad got some practice in this past week. He said last week when we talked to him, he was going to be doing a lot of practicing right after that race was over last week at Martinsville. He said, I'm going to do some practicing. So I don't know how much he did this week, but it showed out there today. If he stayed ahead of you, he did something right.
Yeah, it was an absolute blast with him up here.
Yep. All right, well, good luck for the rest of the race here, Scott, and I'm sure we'll probably see you on the podium for sure.
All right, thanks, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Well, now that Falkingham is behind Scott, well, he's going to be lined up nose to tail with him on this restart. And be interesting how Falkingham can even get back around him.
Right. And they still haven't got the one to go yet. They should get the one to go this time by. It's a shame they got to go clear around this 4-mile track under caution like this, you know. But
yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah, it takes forever. So now they got to go around one more time yet. They'll get the one to go here, but we'll be back to green next time by.
Oh, Talladega was torture. I mean, this is rough too.
Yep.
Something must have happened to Aaron Smith on his pit stop because he entered 4th. He is back in 7th. Michael Fenlison gained quite a lot. He's up in the let's see, 4th. With that front end damage, he's good stop, and obviously didn't bother to get any of that fixed.
Right.
Tony Hilbrand is disconnected under this caution flag. That leaves 16 cars still running, and all of them are still on the lead lap. Well, 17th, Josh Patterson is out there, but he's 9 laps down. I see him now, yep. Yeah. But still looks like he's dealing with some connection issues.
All right, lights are out on the pace car. Going to be going back green this time, and it's going to be 12 laps to go. 12 laps to decide this race. We got 10 out of the way there. Stage caution comes out on lap 10, and now they're going to have 12 to go. So a couple more laps, and you know, people might not think 2 laps is going to make that much of a difference on the tires, but you heard what Daniel said. 2 more laps is quite a bit on these tires.
Well, if they think it won't, then I have to say they're sorely mistaken, because it definitely will. We've seen cars slipping and sliding there after like 6 laps. So we saw a couple incidents on lap 1 even. Yeah. Remember Dylan Alt? Yep. It's all about managing the throttle and, you know, braking, not lock up the brakes. That's the key here. Well, now Charles Grant Jr. is up here. He's going to be starting in 2nd there. Scott Rambler on point, ready to get the green flag. Falkingham leading all of them laps in the first stage, and he did get 10 bonus points for winning the stage. Now he's ready for stage 2 and see what he can do. And Lisenby going to take this restart in 5th. We haven't really seen much of him so far, but usually shows up when the pay window is open.
Oh yeah, you can bet. Yeah, I'm surprised Hunter Johnson's not up there with him. Hunter's way back in 15. He's just not having a good day here today.
Yeah, he actually was on pit road for an extended period getting damage repaired on that number 12 car.
I'll tell you, you take oval drivers, oval guys that drive oval tracks every day, and you throw them on a road course, and especially one is, I'm not going to say this is a highly technical track because there is a lot of good straightaways and stuff, but there is some technical parts of it,
Oh, absolutely.
And if you throw them on here and they can't deal with that technical part of the track, they're going to lose a lot of time to the leaders, and people that are used to that are going to pass them easily. So it's all about how you can handle the technicality of the track. All right, we'll get them going here, Tyler.
Here we go. Pace car gets him through turn 14. Scott Rambler will control this restart, followed by Charles Grant, Buckingham, and Fenlison in row 2. Liza B. Williams, row 3. There's the green flag, and Rambler gets a great start.
Pulls to the outside, Grant and Falkingham. Let's see what happens here going into turn 1.
They got single file in a hurry, and Charles
Grant,
they
did.
He's looking like he's
pushing that car really hard yeah. He's trying to stay right with him.
Well, like you mentioned in the interview, Scott Rambler, he doesn't really know what Charles Grant has got under him because he didn't really see him much during that first run. So he pulls away down the straightaway into turn 5.
Fenelson's still in fourth. Looks like Fenelson may have got most of that, or some of that damage, not most of it, some of that damage fixed up. He didn't really want to spend a lot of time on pit road getting damage fixed. And Daniel just caught the curb right there in that corner and really upset that car.
Lose too much time, as much time as I thought he would.
Right. Oh, I think he kept his foot in it. he just drove out of it there with the steering wheel. He drove right out of that. And now he's losing a little bit to Charles Grant Jr. And Charles is actually losing some ground to Scott Rambler. Rambler just pulling away. Already out there 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, like we mentioned before.
Fenelson off the track.
Oh, yeah. Got it back going straight.
And he's got a tough customer behind him, Justin Lisenby.
Fairly clean race car as well.
Yeah, a lot cleaner. He's going to be a lot faster on the straightaways. Let's see what he can do going up the hill here. If Fenelson's still got speed in that car, Lisenby might be able to use the drafter. He's got a little help from behind. Aaron Smith hugging right up to the back of that car. Definite drafting help there.
Comes Daniel Falkingham.
And Falkingham, yep.
Charles Grant into turn 1, and
he's going to do it.
Done.
Yes, he did. Boy, nice.
Charles going to cross him over.
Uh-oh.
Charles has the advantage now as they come into the right-hander, but he backs out early.
Yeah, he backs out. He locked it down. He says, no, I'm not going to take that chance and get into the side of him. He is the points leader, so very respectful from Charles Grant Jr. He's been there already this season, and he surely wouldn't have wanted somebody to drive him like that. So very, very respectful from Charles Grant Jr. You probably won't find a more quieter, respectful driver than Charles Grant Jr. That guy is just, he doesn't go out there. He's not a mouther. He's not a trouble starter. He's not, he's not going to wreck you just for a position. He's just a very clean, steady, he'll stay on your bumper and wait for you to make a mistake driver.
He really handles himself the right way. And,
yes, he does.
And needless to say, very talented on top of that as well.
Yep, very professional, yes. Very talented.
But Fenelson looked like he just had another moment entering turn 8.
And boy, look at this. It closed Lisenby and Aaron Smith right up on his bumper now. Fenelson he's not showing a lot of really, really tough talent out here on Road America today. I know he's you know, racing for pro and all that, but you know, oval racing, you throw them on a road course, and sometimes they're not as good. Falkingham, 1.7 seconds behind Scott Rambler. Roles are reversed in this stage, Taylor.
And like we said, I mean, if Scott Rambler got the lead, and obviously he has the lead now, he's going to be extremely tough to run.
Yes, definitely. And I knew that if, you know, like I said, Daniel was going to have the perfect pit stop, and he would have had to hope that Scott maybe had made a mistake. And here it was the opposite. It was the opposite, yep. Scott had a perfect pit stop, and Daniel had a little boo-boo there on pit road. A little mistake.
Aaron Smith all over Justin Lisenby.
Yeah, them two have been racing it pretty hard. Both
like that all season.
Yeah, both excellent racers. You know, Aaron, when he wants to be, he can be a powerhouse out there. I've seen him run races that, man, your eyeballs popped out of your head because you thought, gosh, where did this guy come from, you know? And then I've had races where it was like, wow, did he really just do that? Because, that, you know, that was kind of a rookie mistake, you know? But today, he seems to be on point.
And we had some internet connection issues at Kentucky, I believe.
Yeah. Yep, but it happens.
He shows when he, at least, well, what he wants to, I guess would be the term to put it. But when he's on, he's definitely on. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you throw him on there when he's focused and steady. Yeah, he's definitely good. Alec Daffin in 7th, Tom Williams 8th, Elijah Gracia 9th, and Hunter Johnson now in the 10th place. So he is picking up a few positions, even though he did have a little damage on that car. Alec Daffin had a big-time moment off of turn 5 that time. If you could read the whole right side number of that number 88 car.
He just ran off the track there. And some of these guys are using every inch of real estate that they can to make sure that they do get that runoff. Oh, my. Yeah, he just ran off in 14 again.
That just, I mean, just breaks your rhythm when you get off track and you think, oh, gosh, I got to make up all this time at once. And sometimes it leads to another mistake and then another mistake. So, I mean,
Falkingham now 1.8 seconds behind Scott Rambler. He can see him up there, but getting to him could be it's a little more difficult than it looks. You know, he can get within that 1 3/4 seconds, but he just can't gain that much more. You know, he might pick up a 10th here or lose a 10th there, but they're pretty much staying even right now.
Well, if you recall how at the end of stage 1, how Scott, I mean, looked like he had the faster car at the as the run went along.
Yeah.
And looks like he's kind of doing the same. I mean, with a 1.8 second lead, he can kind of take it easy right now. Although that's not really his style, but he has that option.
Well, you don't want to take it too easy because that's Falkingham's not. You know, so
yeah, he's driving his brains out.
Yeah, he sure is, man. He is wheeling that car like he has never wheeled it before. You know, he wants this championship so bad, Taylor. Let me tell you. If he doesn't get it, I'm telling you, he'll probably cry.
I'll tell you what's more surprising is that he actually still hasn't even won a race yet this season in the Laura season.
It just shows you don't have to win races to be the point leader or the champion.
Yep. I mean, just ask Austin Dillon, 2013 Xfinity Series.
Yep. You don't have to win a race. As long as you're consistent, finish top 2, top 3 every week or top 5 every week, you know, you're going to be right up there when it comes down to time counts. Oh, and Daniel off the track. Good recovery, though. He's got to be careful because Charles Grant Jr. is not that far behind. Bendelson in 4th. I wanted to go back here and check on Joseph Lombard. We haven't checked on him.
Lisenby and Aaron Smith were in close quarters that time. They were both.
Oh, yep. Aaron Smith did get by him. Wow, I wonder if anybody's going to maybe try to pit. You know?
I wouldn't think so, but
Lodi, or I was going to say Cody Miller. Joseph Lombard in 11th now. So he has lost a couple of positions, but he's really not being pressured by anybody. Nobody's even close to him. The guy ahead of him is like 3 seconds ahead of him, and the guy behind him's 7 seconds. And he just lost it coming out of the corner right there.
You mentioned pit stops. Elijah Gracia is on pit road.
I wondered if anybody was
actually out of his cockpit. So
yep.
What's going on there?
I don't know. He may have decided that he'd had enough. 3.3 seconds separating first and second now.
That's going to hurt Elijah coming in, I believe, was it 4th in points?
Yeah, 4th in points, yeah. Only 11 points out of the lead, too.
And only 11 points up on 8th place Noah Lewis as well, so...
Yeah.
Although Noah's not having the best of days either, but... Still could...
Yeah, Noah's back in 15th, the last one on the lead lap right now. And he's got some damage on that car. I was just looking at it. You can see he's got rear end damage and
the left front.
Left front, yeah.
Really crippled.
And that could definitely be messing up the handling and affecting his speed too.
Yeah, I would have to say that it is.
Ooh. And there he just ran off into the kitty litter. The sand, whatever you want to call it. Max Neuwirth, good comeback for him, running in 14th. Hopefully he got his internet fixed. Jordan Corrin in 13th. He's got quite a bit of damage on his car as well. A little bit on that left front and a little bit on the left rear. I think it was the left rear, maybe it was the right rear. No, I guess it's just left front. And he's off the course again.
Up into the 9th position after getting a lot of damage fixed under the stage caution.
Hunter Johnson coming up on Sean Williams. Second in the points, but boy, he has got to pick up some more positions here.
Yeah, because Falkingham got 9 points on him just from the stage, with Falkingham winning the stage and Johnson finished in 10th in the stage, only that one single point.
Well, Hunter Johnson and Aaron Smith were only 3 points separating them coming into today, and right now they're 4 positions apart. So Aaron Smith would actually pass up the way it's standing right now. Would be
he would move
third in the point, or second in the points, yeah.
Yeah, because I believe Aaron, I think he finished 4th or 5th in the stage.
Yeah, and Hunter Johnson wasn't even, I don't think he even got any stage points, did he?
Yeah, just the one. He finished in P10.
Okay, he did get one. Okay. So yeah, right now Aaron,
he wants this position over Sean Williams.
Yep, Aaron Smith is actually would take over second. So
I'm not missing anything up front. Scott Ramler up to 3.3 seconds now on Falkingham. Oh, although he locks it up going into Canada corner.
Oh yeah, 1.7, and it's coming down. Here he comes on the outside, and oh my God, Scott Ramler. I think Scott might hold him off here because he's got the inside line. And Falkingham's being pretty respectful right there and giving him every bit of track that he needs. But wow, what a shake-up right there for Scott Ramler.
Just that one little mistake takes you from a 3.3 second lead to about a 3-foot lead. Pressure is on now as we get 6 laps to go.
And that battle between Lombard and Cody Miller's heating up here. Cody Miller trying to get around Joseph close. Lombard. Man, he is driving the heck out of that car. And Joseph's bumping and banging
into the kitty.
Oh man! And Lombard's going to hold him off for now, but I don't know. There may be some payback on that one. Cody's gonna.
Oh, there it is.
A little bump. He's saying, I didn't appreciate that, but there goes Cody Miller. He's going to get by.
Now we got battles
wow.
all of a sudden.
That was crazy right there.
Cody, you better get going, because if Joe's get back to him, he might repay the rebate here.
Yeah. All right, very good. Well, Falkingham's already dropped 3/4 of a second, and guess who is not too far behind is Charles Grant Jr.
Imagine that, right?
And Michael
Fenelson. Yeah, he's only 2.4 seconds back of the leader now.
Yep, Fenelson is turned up the heat here in the closing few laps.
Yeah, he's actually been faster than Falkingham and Charles Grant Jr. the last couple laps. Rambler locks up again.
Oh, Rambler!
He feels Falkingham on his back bumper now after that mistake he made while he was out there by himself.
Yep. He can't afford to do that too many times, let me tell you. Because Falkingham is going to take advantage of that. Now, I haven't seen Daniel slipping and sliding around as much as Scott has. Scott could be maybe just kind of dirt tracking these corners right now just to stay ahead of Daniel. But while he's doing that, he's burning them tires right off of it. He's got to make sure that he does not do that again, because the next time he does that, you can bet Falkingham is going to take advantage of that situation, even if he's got to get in there and do a little rubbing to get that position, because we're coming down to 4 to go next time by. Time is running out for Daniel Falkingham to get this win if he's going to get it.
And of course, Scott Rambler not involved in the chase. I mean, he doesn't care about... all he wants is the win.
Yep. W means everything, you know, to a lot of drivers.
Falkingham is just as hungry, if not hungrier. Got through turn 7 pretty well that time. Let's see if he can break him and gain on him into turn 8.
You notice Scott Rambler didn't make a mistake that time in 14.
See what happens when they get down to Canada Corner, because that's where he's been messing up the last couple laps. Oh man, look at Falkingham get that car sideways going over that curb. And
man, he never even let off the gas. Yep. That's a true racer right there, man. I'll tell you what, that young man is one heck of a racer. I don't care what anybody says. He is one heck of a racer.
And he's only 16 years old.
I know it. That's the scary part.
He drives like he's 35, though.
Jeez, oh man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's only going to get better and better.
Yep. All right, here we go, up the hill.
See if we can catch Scott's left a little bit here, perhaps. We get 4 laps to go.
Down into turn 1.
And they pulled away from Charles Grant Jr. by 2 seconds on that lap. Yeah,
they're racing each other really, really hard right now. And they have to be, because, and that's why they're pulling away from Charles so much. They have to be. Rambler's trying to stay ahead of Falkingham, and Falkingham's trying to get by Rambler. So they're both racing so hard right now. 4 to go, folks.
Turn 5. I mean, look how smooth Scott is through that corner. No chance of wheel hopping. Smooth and steady through all these left-handers in particular. Now the right-handers, he's been a little bit, I guess, shaky, you call it.
Yeah, very good. Charles Grant Jr. already starting to feel the, wow, and look at this. Aaron Smith all over Fenelson. Man, I'm telling you, I'm kind of going to say I think Aaron Smith might be able to get by Finlayson, because Finlayson has been really loose on the corner.
Yeah, he caught him in a hurry.
Yeah, he did. Aaron Smith is staying focused right now. He knows time's running out. He would love to be on that podium. Well, or not, he wouldn't be on the podium, but he would be in fourth. That would be one place closer to the front. These guys running about 2.2 seconds behind third place, Charles Grant. I mean, they're not that far away.
Yep.
He could be reached.
Boy, look at how sideways he got through Canada Corner.
Up the hill we go again, and it'll be 3 to go this time by. And Rambler leading 10 laps, actually tying. Well, no, I'd take that back. Yeah, he'll tie him this time by. Leading 11 laps, the same as Daniel. So if Scott can lead the rest of them, he'll get the most laps led today. And that's just bonus points that Daniel won't get, you know?
Yep, that's right. So not only does he want to get by him, I mean, if he wants that too, he wants to get by him right now.
Yeah, he needs to get by him right now, yep.
He's all over him through turn 3. He stayed with him. See what happens here through the Moraine sweep going into turn 5 if he can gain any. Outbreak him. Takes so much discipline. You got to be on the brakes really early getting down into this corner because of how slow it is.
And make sure you don't lock up the brakes too. You know that's.
And no wheel hopping either, because that could take both of you out. The blink of an eye, but he's staying with them.
All right, they're saying that there's another battle back here. Joseph Lombard's running down Cody Miller.
Huh. And you know what happened between those guys?
Yeah.
A little short track action.
Oh, I know it's a battle going on here, but the battle up in the front is like. This is. I mean, look at this, side by side.
On the outside.
Oh my God! Oh man! And I'll tell you, Folkingham is not going to let Rambler use that outside line. Oh, and they touch. Oh, into the wall goes Daniel. Oh,
straight. Charles Grant Jr. closing in on him.
That wasn't good right there, man. Tough break for Daniel. And Rambler locks it up going into the corner.
I thought he really messed up that time, but he was able to keep it out of the sandbox that time. If Folkingham can get to his bumper, he's going to use it.
Oh, you bet, man. I'll tell you, I didn't think he appreciated that
Scott,
bumper.
What's he doing? He's coming up pit road.
Oh! Okay.
Wow, what is that?
I don't know. We got a couple other ones coming on pit road too. Are they not going to be able to make it on fuel?
Make it with no problem.
I would think so too. 4 miles. I'm at a loss. I don't know what that was all about. Noah Lewis is on pit road too. I don't know.
That's very interesting. But Buckingham, he's got Charles Grant Jr. all over him now as they're coming to the white flag.
And now Daniel's got that little bit of damage on his car. I'm just kind of curious how much that's going to. Oh man, it's slipping and sliding a little bit there. How much is that going to affect his speed and handling? But handling probably isn't going to be as bad. It looks like the toe might be knocked out a little bit on that left front. He hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it's
got. Look at Charles gain on him.
Yeah, he's got the toe knocked out on that car right now. So he just got to make it about a lap and a quarter right now. He's got to make it.
Perhaps, I mean, I didn't think that, again, we didn't think that fuel would be an issue, but perhaps we should watch out for other people possibly running out as we see Charles Grant.
Yep, Finlayson starting to close in. and Aaron Smith. We could come down to a 4-car battle in this last lap. I'm telling you, these guys they've closed right up on the back of these guys.
Well, do these Laura races, do they put on shows or what?
I'm telling you, you
Man,
betcha.
It's incredible.
It is. This is incredible racing. Look at Finlayson.
Oh, here comes Finlayson.
He's all over Charles Grant Jr. right now. And Daniel Falkingham's loving this right now because these guys are battling, and he's pulling away.
Yep, and he gets the
one more to
flag.
go.
Oh, here comes Aaron Smith. Finlayson blocking him.
Oh, man.
Straight away.
I'm telling you, it's going to heat up. We may see somebody get spun out here. I don't know. This is getting good. Joseph Lombard, Cody Miller, there's no battle going on there. The battle is up in the front right now for second place. This is the battle right here, second place. Charles Grant Jr. trying to hold off Michael Finlayson and Aaron Smith. Well, they better get it done. If they're going to get it done, they only got a few turns left.
Well, he looked like he's still kind of struggling with that handling a little bit.
Oh yeah, he is driving everything he can left in that car out of it right now. That car, you wouldn't even want to even take it out on the track when he gets done with it here tonight, because it's just going to be junk. The tires are going to be junk. It's just going to be, he's going to use every ounce of whatever that car has in it out of it.
He's definitely loving what he's seeing behind him.
Yes.
If he's even looking there with.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure he is.
Michael Finlayson.
I'm sure he is. I wouldn't, but he is.
And Scott Ramler, after that pit stop, is back in 10th position.
Golly, man, what was he thinking, huh?
Yeah, I'm at a loss just like you are.
Maybe he didn't take a full fuel load, thinking he could make it, on a shortened fuel load, and he was going to be short on fuel. I mean, I don't know any other reason than what he did right there. I can't think of any other thing.
Sure. Well, Falkingham's just got 2 more corners to go, and he's going to notch his first win
yes, sir.
of the season.
Very nice.
That point lead. 1 more corner and up the hill.
And second place, heating up here, Finlayson, all over Charles Grant Jr.
Comes Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith pulls out. Finlayson, a little block there, and Daniel Falkingham wins it. Charles Grant Jr. second, and Michael Finlayson third. Awesome job. That was an awesome race, man. I'll tell you what, that was. Whew, I don't even know what to say about that. That was just amazing racing by them guys. It was.
Now, I'm excited to hear what Daniel has.
All right, hold on, folks. We'll get these guys up here and we'll talk to them and see what they got to say. All right, we got our winner in the booth here with us, Daniel Falkingham. Congratulations on that win, man. I'll tell you what, that was amazing racing there between you and Scott Ramler.
First off, I want to thank you to Scott Ramler for running out of fuel and had to pit because he didn't put enough fuel in his car on the pit stop and he had to pit. So thank you to him for handing me the win there. But yeah, overall it was a good race, racing him the whole race. I mean, Scott definitely had the best car the whole race, but just didn't get his fuel right or something, didn't get fuel mileage right. So, but yeah, I enjoyed racing Scott the whole race. And when I hit the wall after I was battling for the lead when he messed up the corner before going into the carousel, I tried to fall back in line. I wanted to stay side by side, but I didn't risk it, so I tried to fall back in line. I misjudged it. I put myself in the wall going down the long backstretch before Canada corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought my race was over because Charles was right on my butt too. So yeah, but I guess I managed to pull away from Charles right at the end, but because I smashed up my left front and yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was some amazing racing. I mean, everybody, even in chat, they were blowing up chat about how good that racing was up there with you guys. Now, what did you think? You know, did you think your race was over after you hit the wall? I mean, did you think there was not even a chance that you'd get up to victory lane?
Nah, after the wall, I knew my race was over in terms of the win, at least. But
right.
Yeah, I knew I had something to hold on to second. But when Scott came over to speed, he said he ran out of he didn't put enough fuel in his car. I was like, oh my word, this is my one opportunity right here. So
well,
yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Fun.
Yeah, it worked out really good. Well, now we were talking about how good the racing was out there today. Now the Road America, I'm glad you had a bad pit stop, and I was kind of concerned about that because what you needed to have a perfect pit stop, and you needed Scott to have a bad pit stop, and it actually worked out in the total opposite. He had a perfect one, and you had some problems. So tell me about that.
It seems like whenever I do any road course racing, it always seems like the pits, the pit boxes are always kind of screwed up. This happens at Watkins Glen a lot with me too, where I'm always I got too far right. That's why I had to pull over to the left a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I always do that at Watkins Glen too. So I mean, I'm not used to pitting on the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah,
that threw me off. And then I just got back into a settled line. I saw Scott make 2 mistakes in one lap, and then I was right on his bumper. So that gave me half an opportunity to try to get back by him. I felt like I could keep up with him, but I felt like in the slow speed corners, especially turn 3, the sharp left-hander, the first left-hander, I couldn't keep up with him because he knew how to get through there better. Because I was shifting in first every time I went through there because I feel like I got good drive up, but I just couldn't figure it out. But I started watching what he was doing, and I was starting to keep pace with him a little bit. So
very good.
Yeah, but it all worked out in the end. It's been a while since I've won in this league, so it feels good to finally go back to victory lane.
Well, you're going to come out of here with the maximum amount of points. I mean, you can't get any more points than what you got today. You led the most laps, you won the stage, and you won the race. I mean, you can't get any more points than that. It's impossible,
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great points night for you. And Hunter Johnson actually finished back in 7th, so that'll be even more of a point pull away. But Aaron Smith had a good run today. And he probably, I'm just going to take a guess, he may pull up to 2nd place right behind you in points. So.
Yeah, I feel like my main rival coming in this race was Aaron because he's also really good on road courses. But then when Scott came in here, towards the end of practice, then oh boy, it's going to be a real challenge now. So, but yeah, I enjoyed racing with the people I raced with, Charles, Scott, and everybody.
Very good. All right, well, congratulations to you, Daniel. Who you got to thank for this win today?
Yeah, I obviously got to thank Joe for on this league. I like to come down and support his league all the time, with all the dork drivers. And thank everyone who came out today to race. It was a really fun race, especially racing with Scott and Charles. I got to thank you for broadcasting. Thank you and Taylor for putting on the broadcast. And, of course, thanks to all the fans. Thanks to everyone who watched today. But they got a really good show.
All right. We'll see you next week. Congrats again.
All right, thank you.
All right, Taylor, you got 2nd?
Yes, sir. Charles Grant Jr. Started 3rd, finished 2nd. Pretty clean car, pretty clean race for you for the most part. What were your thoughts when you saw Scott bail out on the pit road after running out of fuel?
I was just thinking oh, well, okay, he didn't put fuel in the car.
Yeah, because me and Rudy were both kind of wondering what happened, and now that Daniel cleared that up for us, now it makes a lot more sense. But after missing last week at Martinsville, he dropped back under the cutoff line, but a very strong performance tonight. And with Brent Poncari not being in this field tonight, not sure exactly once the points are tabulated, but he might be back over the cutoff line going into Darlington. How do you feel about the Lady in Black next week?
I feel like I'm going to hit a wall a lot.
Well, you're not the only one, but other than that, Yeah. Really exciting race we're going to have next week, and a very good job tonight. Of course, we know you're a man of few words, but any shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
Shout out to Joseph's Little League. It's pretty fun to come here. You guys in the booth. My dad, he's been watching all season, and he's been mad I haven't given him a shout out yet. So here it is.
All right.
And, there you go.
Smallwood, I don't know why he's not here, but eh.
Oh, we gotta get him in here, man. I mean, he's.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your runner-up finish, and go get him at Darlington next week, man.
Yeah, I should be here. Yeah.
All right, and I believe Rudy is standing by with Michael Fenless in our third place finisher.
I am. Michael, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, third place for you tonight. Tell us how you got that damage on the front of that car.
Yeah, I get a qualifying lap in since I just joined this about half an hour before the race. Just wanted to race for some fun, and I got that tonight. So on that first lap, there was calamity all over the place, and I unfortunately got a big whip on the front end. I think it was down in turn 5. Road racers call it turn 5. I think I call it turn 3. So I think there was just an accident, and they were stopping all the track, and I just barely got nose damage from that, and it changed how I had to drive it the rest of the race. Definitely, I could definitely drive it harder in the corners, but I just had to swing it in there because in the right-handers, it just wouldn't want to turn at all. And I had to be really careful with overdriving. It hurt me a lot more than other people when I overdrove. So, but it was still a lot of fun. I started P13, drove to P3. Couldn't get the win, but congrats to David on the win. And,
Heck yeah,
Daniel,
man.
my bad. And Charles on second. It was a lot of fun there at the end. Aaron was all over my back bumper. So it was definitely fun.
I'll bet you, man. Yeah, that guy, he was, he's racing for points, and I think he's probably going to take over second in the points, so you can bet he was racing his butt off to get up there. He wanted to get by you something fierce. And I seen him sizing you up a few times there, and he looked like he was going to try, but you had a good strong exit off the corners, and you could hold him off. So, now Road America, 4 miles long, and no cautions here tonight. Are you that good of a road course racer? Because I really don't know you that well, Michael.
Well, I haven't done a road course in a long time. I mean, I'm certainly used to it. I think it's just I've gotten a lot better at it recently. I'm not saying I'm great, but I've definitely improved. I've seen myself improve because I was terrible a few years ago on road courses. But I mainly focus on oval side, but road courses are definitely a lot of fun once you get to do them. That's why I chose tonight to start off. And I understood late in the race those guys were racing for points. Aaron, I've had the pleasure of racing him plenty of times in another league, and I know he respects me. I respect him, and we're having a good battle there. Everybody else, I knew were racing for points, so I wasn't going to push the issue or anything. Charles there, I was all over his back bumper at the end. I didn't want to do anything stupid there late, so... but it was definitely a lot of fun. I want to thank the boys back at the shop at Siltman Crowder Racing. Thanks New England Racing Fuel for being on the car. Thanks you guys for broadcasting. Thanks for Joe for letting me race tonight.
Well, are you going to be back next week at Darlington?
It depends on the work schedule, man. Working at Amazon, I'm working almost 60 hours a week now because of the holidays. So maybe, I mean, if I could get out early like I did today, don't buy any Christmas gifts next week, and then I'll be home.
All right. Well, good talking to you, Michael. Congrats again on third. Thanks for talking with us, and we hope to see you next week at Darlington.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's get up here with our winner and run down through the final results here. Coming home with the win, Daniel Falkingham getting the maximum amount of points here tonight. Stage win, leading the most laps, and winning the race. Man. And that's probably going to shoot him up there in points a little bit more than some of these other guys. So congrats to him on his win. Charles Grant Jr. in second. Michael Fenlesson in third. Aaron Smith finishes fourth. Justin Lisenby fifth. Alec Daffin sixth. Hunter Johnson seventh. Sean Williams with an 8th place finish. Luke LaFaro in 9th. And Scott Rambler rounds out the top 10. Taylor?
Of course, Scott obviously ran a lot better than 10th, but again, just that miscalculation with the fuel put him back there in 10th after having a chance to win this race. 11th and 12th, Joseph Lombard and Cody Miller had a hard-fought, pretty physical battle at the end of the race. They come home in 11th and 12th. Noah Lewis in 13th, the last car, excuse me, on the lead lap. Max Newworth 1 lap down in 14th. And I believe the rest of the guys failed finish. Jordan Corrin 4 laps down in 15th, followed by Elijah Gracia, Tony Hilbrands, Josh Patterson, Anthony Emery, and Dylan Alt. After a lap 1 crash, finished 20th.
Very good. All right, folks. Well, congratulations again to our winner here, Daniel Falkingham. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here shortly with another broadcast. But until then, stay safe. Have a good night.